what person to play.
Evil person.
Vodeo.
Hi.
We're rolling. Cameras are on now.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
So,
hello.
pressure's on.
Yes.
Mr. Sweat. Boom, boom.
Yeah.
Tell us your name. Actually, yeah. Let's start with you. Tell us your name, instrument.
John, lead vocals and guitar.
Nick, guitar, backup vocals.
Jake, bass.
Nolan,
Bass.
keys.
Matt Mave, drums and occasional background
Ooh,
vocals.
full name.
Full name, yeah.
There's two Matts in the room. I gotta
Clarify that last
Matt
name,
M.
actually.
Yes.
So, what? Where does Vodeo come from? How'd y'all come up with that name?
I used to watch a lot of Laverne and Shirley as a child, and then I was watching like there's a little skit that they in one episode where they're talking about Vodeo dough is like a term for sexual promiscuity.
Are you making this up?
No.
No,
I've never known this.
They were kind of
the
making
answer to this
faces.
question.
it's on the YouTube. I just didn't know if he was going to say where it really came from.
It came from Laverne and Shirley. I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
It's
people
a
ask
lot of-
all the time.
Yeah, they're like,
we usually
people
make
wanna
something
call
up
it
on the
Vodeo.
spot. Yeah,
I don't know why. They're like, is it Vodeo?
You have to put an accent over the E, and it would be Vodeo.
Like vagina rodeo. Vodeo.
That's a perfect
Like hodeo, like chodeo. But it's Vodeo.
Chodeo.
And it's the smartest band name ever because like if you try to search us, it's like Vodeo, and the Google protective term is like you mean video,
You mean
right?
video?
Video, yeah.
So it was just a really smart move.
When we put out a Vodeo video.
Yeah, you put out a
it's
Vodeo
gold.
video and it's just like
Yeah, it's no,
Yeah.
no one's going to find it. They're going to get way more porn than us.
yeah, and for some reason it is a lot of porn. It's like a lot of
No,
like,
it is.
and
It's
it-
mostly porn.
It's like Indonesian porn. Like I don't know if like it's like a term,
Yeah.
Like,
That'd be
Someone told
funny.
me that at a recent show that an Indian couple came up to them and told them that, that it's like a term for
We get a lot of messages from Indian people
Yeah,
on Facebook.
Facebook.
as well.
They're like Vodo, blah, blah,
And it's got a
then
video
John-
attached to it.
We just
and
send
I-
them, we just send them emoji. We just send them emojis and stuff like.
It's no amateur porn or
like-
anything. I don't look at it, so it could be.
My favorite emoji here recent is the one that has the fingernails getting painted.
Oh, yeah.
I just do that
That
no
one?
matter what. Yeah. No matter what, you just after any kind of
Yeah.
statement, you just like take whatever. I mean,
Keep doing that. Thank you. Yes.
I'm your air conditioner, baby.
So was the question our favorite emoji?
No,
Yeah, what's your
Actually,
favorite
yes, that's the
emoji?
next one.
I like that, and I like the two shoe. It's a shoe, but I like to do two shoes, and it looks like it's like
Moonwalking.
You like
somebody's
being
dancing
like one
and
of my
moonwalking.
products.
Yeah. Just two
Yeah.
shoes. You just put two
That's
shoes.
It's become our
Or
signature
this.
on our post.
Yeah, John's adopted it
Yeah, I
into
did.
the
I like
emoji
conversations
lexicon.
that are
So.
I'm
only
a fan.
emojis, just
Yeah,
back and
right.
forth, no words. That's
I
the
feel like
best.
every band now has to have an accompanying emoji.
It has to.
In this day and age, it's important.
Yeah, it's got to be part of your. It's like an exclamation point or something.
Mhm.
You got to
Yes.
put it in your name.
There's going to be a band come out that's just going to be the Santa Claus emoji.
Yep.
And it's like, what's your band called?
I wanted to
Never
like
said
put
it.
like emoji art on the packaging of the EP, and you were
Oh,
like
dude.
also against it.
I'm
You were so
I'm
mad
sure I
about it.
was.
It's definitely
against
probably,
it.
it's probably legal.
I bet I was mad about it.
You'll get a cease and desist from Apple.
right?
Well, I mean, if you do that, then I guess you're doing it right?
Yeah,
I guess they're getting mad
I don't
about it,
know.
so.
The cool thing used to be
Controversial.
just misspelling your name or putting a number as a letter.
Yeah, I wanted to do that too.
Yeah.
Or two V's instead of a W.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Man, the band's really
That's
wore
easy.
that one.
Super original.
Yeah,
you can
that
go
was a
really
short-lived.
And there's a band called Vodi now. Vodi. Yeah, I don't know who
Really?
these guys are, but we're
Vodi?
looking for them. Yeah.
Well, we had the
Yeah,
name
why
Shake the
Vodeo?
Moon before. And, yeah, Shake the Moon, and it was that for like, and then like there's all these
Year,
moon
baby.
fucking bands, and we're like,
Walk the Moon.
yeah,
and
Walk the Moon, and like,
There's another couple.
There was a
of
bunch in
bands.
Dallas,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
we
so I
had to
was
like
like-
just ditch it.
I'm sweating.
It's not doing it.
Ooh,
It's gonna get.
I thought you just got out of the pool.
Yeah, I did.
Cool. Jake
See
Paul.
these legs glistening?
That's right.
Anyway,
Who started the band? How'd y'all get together?
Me and John did.
us two.
Yeah, we started it a little bit ago. We've been living together as the odd couple for about like 5 years now. Under the same roof, the same little household.
That's so cute, man.
It is very
I love
cute.
that. I love that.
We were in a different group beforehand,
awesome.
doing mostly classic
Covers,
rock
yeah.
covers and
Yeah,
stuff.
classic,
And then you know.
And then I was like, let's just write some cute, funky pop tunes.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
That's the best.
Did y'all grow up
Friends
together?
and wife.
No, we've known each other.
We actually barely missed each other. I grew up in Fort Worth, and he was in Azle, and then he moved from Azle to Poolville when I moved from Fort Worth to Azle.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
But
So
I
we
have
barely
like a
missed.
small recollection because when I think I saw John like my freshman year, and he had like short hair and stuff like that. And I just remember like, for some reason I just remember like his
The
facial
lonely
structure.
kid eating lunch by himself.
He was just
That
an ugly
me.
motherfucker, and I just remember thinking like, ah, this guy's so ugly. Man.
Yeah, go make friends freshman year. Hey, you want to move? Cool, let's go.
Yeah.
So yeah, we started that a couple years ago, and we've just been steamrolling.
How did they come into the picture? How'd y'all-
Well,
We keep bad, ugly company, as you can see. Everybody is somewhat recent. This one is the new boy.
and
He's the FNG. Fucking new guy.
Nolan also lives in our abode. So,
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Nolan
Very
also
nice.
lives
He's
there.
That's how I ended up in the band.
Yeah.
Who lived at the house before Nolan did?
Ty
Ty
Beans.
The
Beans,
last
yeah.
keyboard player.
Yeah, the last game. He died. We don't talk about him.
Yeah.
Can we edit that out?
He choked on somebody's vomit, or he choked on vomit. Somebody else.
Somebody else.
Somebody else.
He choked on my
What
mom.
goes on in
I
this
was-
house?
God damn, that's messed up.
A lot of debauchery.
You threw up in his mouth.
We basically played with these assholes in different bands over the years, and
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
they.
time was to find more people,
John
so
hit
we
me
found
up
the
at-
best of the best.
What's it been
That's
almost like a year and a half
Yeah.
that I've been playing with you guys?
Yeah.
I was a fan of their band like before when they were still Shake the Moon and
How
all
long has
that.
it
We
been
played a
for
bunch
you?
of shows together
6
with
to
my
10
other
months?
bands.
It'll be, I
And
think,
then
a
when
year
their
in
drummer, I guess
October.
he quit.
Yeah, Jason quit.
Jason wanted to break.
Jason was done, and then they asked me to come record a jam with him, and then after that, the vibe was good. So
Yeah.
they're like, "You just want to be in the band?" I was like,
So we started going steady.
"Fuck yeah!"
we started going steady.
Let's jam.
We hold hands in public now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hell yeah. That's
And
what
then
it's
Nick's,
about.
Nick's been
it's very
close to a
public.
year. Nick's been close to a
Year
year.
in October, I think.
Year in October.
So we're about to celebrate that
So
anniversary.
Nick jumped in like real quick.
We're going to
too.
Texas State, Brazil.
Nick expresses himself with more forward shows of affection than
Yes.
I think you mean backward.
Mhm.
yes. That's what I mean.
Nick actually invented the credit card swipe of the butthole. I don't know
Ah.
if you, yeah, this guy.
That's his
Everyone
old-
can thank him for that.
It's shocking every time.
Hello.
The man, the myth, the legend.
So, oh, I guess Nick's here.
He pushes me
That's
to
why I
the
feel
limits, and I
uncomfortable.
don't like to be one to be outdone. So like I think that me and Nick are probably gonna make out on stage.
I believe it.
It's already crossed my
You
mind.
heard it here
Yeah.
first. Go to a Vodeo show.
Yeah,
watch this
man.
happen. Witness
We
it.
have a good
Bound
time.
We're gonna make history. It's gonna happen.
The
What
Vodeo
was-
crowd numbers plummet after the interview.
What was y'all's biggest influences when putting Vodeo together, or even Shake the Moon?
Well, for me, like sometimes I'll take a lot of pre-pro songs like to John or to the guys, and we just kind of like throw shit on the wall and kind of see what fits. I listen to a lot of like late '70s, early '80s funk and R&B. So like and also like just classic funk, P-funk, just shit of that nature. Brothers Johnson, But on a pop side, as far as more contemporary bands, we're fans like Portugal the Man. I don't know, John.
Arctic Monkeys, baby. Yeah, he's just more of the James Brown funk guy.
Yeah.
Not that none of us didn't grow up with
Listening to
Led
stuff like
Zeppelin
that,
or anything
yeah.
like that. I'm
My
pretty sure
parents
we.
my
never
shit.
would have let me listen to Led Zeppelin.
Oh, mine didn't. I didn't know who Led Zeppelin was until I turned 17. So that was. Yeah, I used to do punk rock, and then I was like, oh, guitars can make
Blaspheme.
this noise.
Yeah.
Interesting. I think I've been doing it all wrong. So we just kind of a little mix of genres, just like about anybody else. Not named Charlie Crockett. Excuse me. Excuse me. I apologize. I
Bless
shouldn't
you,
have done that. I shouldn't have done that. I got snot all over Nick.
Good. Filthy.
How did y'all, your first, at least from what I've seen online, 2015 was your first EP?
Yes, it was.
Okay, 20. So what was that process like? Recording? How much do you have out so far?
We've been slow going. We do have a lot of songs that we have written that we have not released.
We're like Boston, but without the talent.
Yeah. So
One song a year average, I think, is about what we're on.
yeah.
We have more. We're just awfully picky about what we put out.
Right.
And I'm sure y'all know going to studios is a lot of money.
Oh man.
And when you spend so much on a 5-track EP and, make absolutely nothing back practically, it's kind of hard to convince yourself to jump back in and do a 10-track full record up there. So we've been doing a lot of home recordings a little bit. Like I mentioned earlier, here's our little computer pro.
A regular sized.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's great to know. You know. For all the viewers.
We're actually planning a full LP soon, which will include the preceding EP on it. And from there, I think our plan is to only record at home, and because we have a regular-sized person who's got the capabilities to put out something
full-size album.
right.
That's right. Yeah. That's the whole purpose.
Yeah.
It's the passion and love of doing it on your own and in your own time, and you can put all that passion in it like other people would. That's the beauty of it.
And that's another thing. When you're in the studio and watching the clock, it becomes to, man, I really want to change that, redo that, maybe sit on it for a second. You don't have the time and allowance to do that.
It's very restricted, man. It's very restricted. I feel like it's very limited to. You can't be an artist in a studio anymore unless you.
Somebody else is paying for it.
Yeah.
Exactly. You come in there and it's just like. It's just stressful, man. It's stressful.
You have to come in super prepared.
Super prepared. Everything's down.
Yeah.
You know your overdubs.
Or you're going to have some stuff left off or some stuff.
Yeah.
You're always going to have some things that you wish you could have changed.
And that's
or whatever.
unfortunate, too, because I think that, like, you know, just stumbling... me and Nolan actually had a conversation about that a while back ago, and I like the way that you put it. Like, what did you say? That, like, that there's two types of different methods. Like, there's the Apollo method, and there's, like, the Dionysus method, right? And like we were talking like how like I'm not disciplined and I just kind of stumble across things. Like I'll just like, you know, if I'm like, you know, pre-proing something, just a song idea, I'll have like a drum machine and something might be, I'll have it quantized, but like something will be like completely fucking just didn't make sense, but it'll kind of make it, you know, like for me at least, I'm like, oh, that's fucking random. And it, like I just, you know, just stumble in it like just a fucking drunk toddler, just fall through, you know, like.
That's the whole thing with jamming.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
just kind of throwing shit at the wall, seeing what sticks. Like, I like this. Are we going in this direction?
Right.
We were talking even last interview with Phantom Mello about releasing full albums and then just singles. Almost back to the old days, like just 2 singles. You know, whittle down your album and be like, what would be your single? Just release that single.
Yeah.
That's kind of what we've been doing. We put out a couple of singles over the
process.
past like year, and just whenever we get a song that we think is good enough and is done production-wise and everything, we just put it out. We did a video for the
Hey,
last
look at
one.
my DJ.
singles,
Yeah.
It'd be
For
cool
which
to do a
one?
Hey,
video
look at
for
my
each
DJ.
one of them, but that's
Okay.
expensive too.
That's awesome.
Yeah, why don't
We actually
we name
did-
drop some Norte films?
Yeah, Norte, Edward Martinez.
Yes, we actually won a free music video of things that never happened.
It was
Instagram promotion.
The old
Jake
man
signed
in
us up for it.
the old man in the video is this guy that me and John work with from Occasion that John's known for quite some time. He's an old man named Carl, and he got drunk as fuck. Like he was drunk the whole fucking day.
Hitting on my girlfriend.
Yeah, he's hitting on John's girlfriend.
Carl?
Yeah. He
Y'all
talks,
shot in one day.
yeah, no.
Yes.
It was about a 12-hour shoot.
And
Yeah,
he
we
fucking,
got it all done though.
And Ed like knocked it out. In,
Yeah, he
2
sent us the
days.
final edit like a few days later.
Yeah.
The week after.
A
Yeah.
week and a half.
Yeah, it
we
was
said-
crazy.
The only notes that we had is like John's face was ugly. And they're like, less of John's
He
face.
softened
Quit
his
zooming in. My
face.
face doesn't need to be the full screen.
And
Do you
John's
have
like-
some kind of blur effect?
You ever seen Cops? Can we do that to my face?
Use the pretty Snapchat filter.
Yes. I want the dog face.
Yes.
Yeah.
What
We got the dog face. We want the pretty face.
What's the concept behind "Hey, look, I'm a DJ"? What is the idea?
I just thought it was really funny to call that song that, and like the whole concept is, you know, under my thumb. How the lyrics go? I mean, me and John.
You
wrote
got
it.
it under my thumb.
Oh yeah, the beat that
The
keeps
beat
them
keeps
hanging,
them hanging on.
It's just like it's a perspective from a DJ. You know, like it's just like you see all these people that just take on DJ gigs, and you know, it's a lot of times it's quite ridiculous.
They're doing
I think
Spotify playlists.
Yeah,
and,
basically,
like,
yeah.
Got a
It's like
MacBook and a
Request.
it just
Yeah,
kind
it's
of makes
like,
me go.
Volume.
I mean,
That's not
you know,
DJ.
there's it's just somebody just
Push and play
catering
on their
music, you know,
playlist.
and sometimes, you know, it's like, oh fuck yeah, I like that song too, cool, you know, I appreciate that, but like,
And that song
Just-
kind of has that vibe of like you would hear it like in a dance club somewhere.
yeah, so
Like,
it's
it's
not
got that
necessarily,
kinda
I'm not
dark,
like
dancey
digging,
vibe.
we're not digging on DJs, but we're digging on DJs.
Yeah, the bad ones. There's gonna be good and bad.
Yeah, I'm not.
The
you
dudes
know,
that can
you
really
can't
spin,
just-
like, that's really
yeah,
awesome.
You can't lump them all together, but you know, so that's what it's like. Hey, look, I'm a DJ. You know, it's I don't know. I thought it was
Like
cool.
anyone can do it.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I'm doing it too.
A real DJ needs to be like a fucking like pop scholar. He needs to be like erudite and really know a bunch of things that a bunch of other people don't know. And I think
Musically and also
audio
just how to read a room, and
Right.
you know they
I
make
think
the
that's more
vibe. They
important
set
than
the whole
anything
vibe.
else. Knowing how
And
to
a lot
read
of those guys that
room.
are just
Yeah.
doing Spotify playlists for
I wish more
free
sound-
drinks.
I wish more
Like,
sound
they
guys
just
knew how to
make
read a
cut-
room. You know, like when you're setting up, you know, to play a gig, and then they have like, I don't know, just like the dumbest crap playing. Like I almost want to just like, this is our music that when I put my stuff together, I want to listen to fucking Gap Band. All right.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
So basically, what we're saying is we can out DJ anyone, anywhere.
consider
anytime.
this an official challenge.
Hey,
It's
look,
all you
we're
DJs.
DJs.
Regular
Well, it's funny how
size
much
DJ.
that does play into the vibe though, because you go to
DJ
any, you go to
regular
any big
size.
show, and what's always playing before the band comes on, the fucking playlist that band
yeah,
made.
right.
You know,
Yeah.
we went and saw Queens of the Stone Age, and all the music was like Dean Martin. It was all old swing like music.
That's
It was
pretty
really
cool,
cool.
though.
It was
Yeah.
perfect.
That's
That's
cool.
awesome. That is cool that you do
It's like it sets that kind of gets everybody in a chill, like fun mood, and then they come out and just blow everything away.
That's awesome.
What is y'all single? Y'all released one this year, right?
We released 2 this year. We Hey Look, I'm a DJ, and then we also released
Making me nervous.
Making me nervous.
Making me nervous. What's
Yeah.
making me nervous about?
Ask John. It's more of a John song. It's about
You
making-
nervous now?
Is it making you nervous?
Yeah, they're the
It's
John and
about
Paul of
answering
the
questions
outfit.
and being in interviews
Yes,
and
mostly.
sweating your nuts
Yeah.
off. It's like make you a little nervous.
Almost ironic how nervous it is.
There's no true story behind it. Most of our songs are just like having fun and getting laid. But I got that girlfriend now, so she's gonna yell at me.
This is being
When this
doing
gets
young
out.
man shit.
Yeah, it's
young
just-
boy shit.
Young man's
Real
game.
boy shit. That's right, real boy shit. That's what most of our songs about. We're just real boy shit.
Okay,
Have fun.
what's let's start with John. What's the best show you've ever seen?
The best show I've ever seen
Favorite shows?
would have had to been Paul McCartney the year the new Cowboy Stadium opened.
Oh shit.
I was there too.
Yes. My roommate at the time got me tickets for my birthday, and for some reason Paul McCartney would not start if everybody was not seated because they had standing room at Cowboy Stadium. We did not have standing room, but they were giving out wristbands for people with standing room to go down to the floor and park it so we could get started. So we took one and went down and sat about second or third row for about half the show. So
Nice.
yeah, that was fun, and he played for like 3 hours. It was
Wow.
That's
excellent.
That sounds.
And he didn't fall through the piano cavity for us. So that was great. That'd be my number one. Yeah, and he got right back up and finished the set. Yeah, it's like it was
He's a
nothing.
robot.
Yes, he is a robot.
That's nuts.
Because it's not really Paul McCartney.
It's not.
man.
Yeah, yeah.
Double,
It's
and he
the
died
fake,
years
man.
ago.
Years.
Right, that's right.
Abbey Road album. Come on.
They've gone through several phases.
So many conspiracies.
Several. You can see the difference. Look
Look
it
at
up
eras
online,
of Paul
guys.
McCartney. Yeah.
There's
I mean,
a
Paul
YouTube
McCartney
channel.
is the last standing Beatle. Isn't that suspicious?
Ringo's still alive.
Is he?
Ringo's
He
still
doesn't
alive.
count though.
You know,
No one thinks fucking
He's
Ringo.
the first one to leave. Come
But
on.
Ringo doesn't
He's
stand
just
for
one of the best
anything
drummers
great.
ever.
that no one talks about.
And he's the oldest too, I think, isn't he? I think he's older than Paul.
They do.
He's
That's
an
dumb.
old bitch, man.
Right now.
He's like
He looks
at
great.
least 50.
Ringo's in his
He's
80s.
He's the wise one that
Regular size Ringo.
Regular Ringo.
regular size.
Matt, you were at that same show. Would that be your favorite, or?
No,
He's gonna say something gay like Stone Temple
that
Pilots.
is exactly what I'm gonna say. Yeah, SCP, when I saw them in Austin in 2001, that was the best show I've ever seen. They opened with "Shine on You Crazy Diamond," which was they'd never done that before.
That's
It was the
fun.
first show of that leg of the tour, so they were all super on fire.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, that was the best shit. I was front row. Got a drumstick from the
Looks good on
drummer.
you.
Got a guitar pick from the guitar player.
Dude, that's exactly. I saw Rival Sons. I don't know if y'all know
Mhm,
Rival
yeah, I've
Sons.
seen
I
them,
saw
yeah.
them at
I've
House
seen
of
them too.
Blues.
Saw
And
that, yeah.
through the pick and the drumstick, got both of it, dude.
Oh,
It's pretty cool.
How do you get a
little
pick?
fangirl. Dude,
That's
okay,
so-
so that's one of my
He goes to
like,
lots of weddings.
favorite guitarists.
Practice.
Yeah.
Give me
That's
that
one of my
got so
favorite
many
guitarists.
bouquets.
So I sat right in front of him. That was like one of the first ones. I just sat like he just uses his pedals very well. He's a modern day rock guitarist from the past, and he's just It's really good. So I stood right in front of him. I even messaged him before. He replied and shit. So it's really cool. A little fangirl over here, but I mean, I don't want to say he saw me, but you know, he threw that shit right at me. I grabbed
He's like,
that
this
shit.
one's for Caleb Reed.
That's right.
I love you, buddy. You're my best friend.
It's on the bites. But yeah, it was a good show, man. That was a good show. But what about yours? What's your favorite?
My favorite show was it was actually I was underage and I was at the Rec Room here locally in Fort Worth, and I got a wristband, so I got really drunk at the age of 19, and it was like the sweetest band. It was called Blood of the Sun.
Oh yeah, Blood of the Sun's badass.
So like Henry, the drummer, he owns a record shop over on Reyes, Born Late Records. It's fucking nice little treasure trove of
Sweet
just
plug,
bullshit.
bro.
Yeah, I love that place.
Yeah, that place is badass.
So like he was you know, at 19, a young Jacob Bullock was like Led Zeppelin at the throat of the, you know, like the altar of Led Zeppelin, and that was about it. It was about just, you know, getting drinks and, you know, whatever. So I got served alcohol and I just get fucking plastered. And then I see them, you know, set up, and he has the Bonham acrylic set, and then like he has like Houses of the Holy tattooed on his arm. I was like, you're the coolest guy ever. And then like that, and I had like the spoons. I was so drunk, and they closed out the night with Man for Man's Earth band, Blinded by the Light, and he was like, you know, doing full harmonies and all that shit, and I was just like. So that's probably really my favorite concert experience. That or like,
That's
you know,
awesome.
That's pretty dope.
It was also the first time I smoked weed.
yeah.
You're gonna get the Rec Room
Got the
closed.
spins.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Let's see.
Nick.
Yes.
Favorite show? Can't beat McCartney. Might be fucking Foo Fighters.
That was a couple months ago, right?
That was a couple months ago, and it was in the rain, and we were on the lawn.
Holy
It was
shit,
just to
that's
see
dope.
people and soaking wet and drunk.
That's cool. That's
And they played for fucking ever and just never stopped. It was awesome.
Dave Grohl is
He's a
He put on a good show.
That's for sure. He definitely
he's one of
brings
them,
the show.
yeah.
Yeah, he's
good.
been doing it for a minute. That's awesome. What about you, Nolan? Favorite show?
Star Trek Next Generation.
That's what I'm talking
When
about.
did Nolan become funny? Oh, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Vodeo.
I always
Vodeo.
loved Data.
Yeah.
I was always a big fan of Data.
Is the question favorite character from Next Gen?
It could be. Now it is.
No, just the entire Star Trek universe, not just Next
It'll
Gen.
probably still be Next Gen, homie.
I like Discovery.
He can't turn it off.
Court, dude. Ferengi.
Q.
Bro.
Data?
Yeah,
Q is my favorite Star Trek character.
Cute. All right. What's he like in concert?
Oh, shit. I don't know what my favorite show was. Probably a real concert.
Nolan's never been to a show before
Professional musicians.
that he didn't play in.
And probably like Symphony.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like symphony shit. So I saw Tchaikovsky's Fourth Symphony when I was 17, and that was my favorite show.
That's pretty dope. Where'd you see that? Is it
Bass Hall.
Bass Hall, Dallas, yeah. I mean, Fort Worth. I think.
Yeah.
Fort Worth.
Fort Worth
Saw
Symphony?
that in Fort Worth. Oh yeah.
That's
They're a great symphony. There's no doubt.
Oh, no doubt. That was probably my favorite
No
show.
doubt, bro. Yes.
Fort Worth Symphony did No Doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the concerts in the
They had Gwen
garden.
Stefani, an impersonator. It was killer.
Gavin Rossdale showed up to apologize
It
to a
was
fake Gwen Stefani.
awkward. It was really
It
weird.
was very weird.
What are some of the biggest mistakes that y'all had on stage? The most embarrassing, biggest, you know?
Just showing up with these guys. is a mistake every time.
I love.
That's actually fair. Yeah.
You know, when you step on your cable and it comes out, you know, that's my signature move.
If only someone told him to run it through his strap like 30 times. I don't know.
You know,
Golly.
my legs move and shit like that. You know, like
You know, when you're ready to go, you just want to plug in and play.
yeah. I'm filled with the spirit.
Mine would be when I first got started and broke a string in the first song and had no backup guitar and no replacement strings.
Oh my god.
And we were playing for like 3 hours. So we had to take a 40-minute to hour break to go get me a string.
Oh man.
That was rad.
Here comes Johnny Ray Vaughan with his
I'm just going to blame that on being 17.
yeah.
So.
About you, Nick?
I'm trying to think of I'm sure I have just a copious amount of embarrassing shit, but I think I've just blocked it all from my memory. I don't know.
That's a good strategy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I've done nothing wrong ever.
Yeah.
To me.
That's what it sounded like.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Typical front man bullshit.
Let me pull up some video from last night.
Find your own flaws.
He gets in front and shakes his ass for
I
everybody.
don't know what you guys are talking about.
I think like beyond just like regular like missed notes and miscues and stuff like that, like the biggest show mistake I've made is like wearing tight basketball shorts and a high guitar. Just, like showing my print basically.
Prove
That
it.
doesn't sound like a mistake at
size.
all. I would have killed him at that show.
Mr. Regular size.
We hired Nick.
Ain't
just to
nothing
be
regular
pretty
about
boy.
that size.
My boy be packing.
What was y'all's first show like? Was it just y'all two, or
What was our first show?
Like your
Probably
first-
Grotto.
Had to been the Grotto. Yeah, no way it couldn't have been.
R.I.P.
Yeah,
Grotto.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Grotto.
I'm sure it was some drunk weeknight. We knew the owner of the Grotto at the time, Cody Admire. He would always let us come play almost whenever we wanted. So we were trying to start the new stuff, and it went okay. I think we played in front of a whopping 6 people, and we got great response.
Yeah. I
Yes,
just kept it up.
I like it when people tell me it was loud.
Yeah.
Yes, that's my favorite.
It's a non-compliment, but they're trying to make it sound like, man, that show was loud. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even the
That
next
was a
day,
loud one.
God, that band was loud last night.
Thanks.
That's
Good
an
old
easy
Grotto
thing
the
to
size
say.
of this garage.
I think Drew said like
Playing through my
his thing is like
2x12s.
that's interesting. It was interesting.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that's his
Yeah.
nice way of saying
Yes.
that. Oh, okay.
That's interesting.
That's interesting.
Like, how do you take that? It's like,
Yeah.
So basically, we blacked out our first show because it was bad, so it didn't happen.
Have you guys gone out of Texas at all? Any tours?
No, we have not.
No.
We're hoping y'all can help us out with that.
Yeah, man, right after this. Just get in a van and take
We have all
it.
our gear, so I mean, we're ready to go.
Yeah.
yeah, dude.
We did a pretend South by Southwest thing, and that's about the furthest we've
Yeah, for
gone.
hand drawn.
Yeah, we
Aside to this
we
was
did
pretty
a little
far
set
for
down
us.
there last year.
hand drawn. Yeah.
That was actually really fun.
Yeah, no, it was a good time. But the whole bar was everybody from Fort Worth, so it was like.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Asterisk, Vodeo is not affiliated with Hand Drawn Records.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Of course, right. Put that in there.
How do y'all come up with your artwork on your albums and like your pictures?
I do most of that. I just fuck around with a bunch of different types of photo.
Whatever apps are free.
Yeah.
Those are inspiration.
I pay for a couple subscriptions, like a couple different apps. And I just use about like 5 different apps, and I'll just fuck around with different types of
I used to do that all day, man, at work. Just
Yeah.
like I'm bored for something. Well, I
Right.
should be working, but
Yeah,
I'm bored,
yeah.
so I'm like, what
Yeah.
can I do for the band?
for sure. A lot of face swaps and stuff like that, you know. Like,
Make old videos,
yeah.
record a conversation of like me and Caleb talking.
Mhm.
It's just our face swap. I'm gonna do that one.
Yeah. So yeah, just I do a lot of that just on,
That looks cool,
2018
man. I like
was-
the wolf thing.
the
first
Panther,
one?
the Panther thing.
Yeah.
Show off your tattoo, man. Come on.
What?
Show me all.
Design the tattoo.
Oh, God.
Any more looks you gotta pay me for. Actually, like I got this tattoo. I'm 31 now, but I got this tattoo like 27, and I was 27 years old and I didn't have a tattoo, and I'm a scuzzy dude. And so I went on my lunch break and I went to a tattoo shop and I was like, hey, dude,
Do my body a service.
Yeah, do my body a service.
We pay my body.
I want a tattoo, maybe a panther, and he's like this, and I was like, that's perfect. And then I just went in there and I got a tattoo, and went back to work.
Did not ask me for
You
permission.
got that when you were 27?
Yeah, I gotta get a tattoo.
It's time, Nolan.
Well, I just can't imagine.
I don't have any
making that kind of
tattoos either.
mistake.
Same.
No, I mean it wasn't a mistake. It was just, it was a
You sure?
mistake.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, it looks like a lizard, kind of. I mean, it's a really shitty tattoo, but I don't really fucking care.
You wanna name drop
the
who
thing
did
is,
it?
like, when somebody gets a tattoo, they're super excited about it, they're super stoked, and they want to show it off at all times. Oh, do you know what this tattoo means? It means. Did
You see these lyrics I got?
Yeah. So.
Lyrics on my ribs.
Yeah.
Roman numerals.
Yeah.
I just
So
love
I
brand
just
new.
skipped that. I skipped that.
I'm always gonna love them.
I skipped that part of it.
I will
just
never
went
grow
into
out of
straight
this.
up, like
No.
accepting, like, oh, I got a shitty tattoo. So I wasn't really proud of it. I was just like, this is an old man, dumb, shitty tattoo. Okay. Went straight to acceptance and fucking just been living my life.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
Right on.
Real boys.
This is the big one, the most important question.
Okay.
What's your spirit animal?
A cockatiel.
I was really quick.
That was
That was
very
quick,
quick.
dude.
You thought about
Yeah,
this
you
before.
got
A
that.
cockatiel named. I saw.
Spy. We got a
Damn
spy.
it, and that was cheating too.
A cockatiel, and that cockatiel's name is Little Tyler.
Little tie.
Yeah.
Nick, what are you?
Gotta go
What
with
are you?
sloth.
Hell yes.
That's cool.
I've been around for a long time. Don't be here for a long time.
Not going anywhere. Fast that is.
Mine's got to date back to 1990 something and be a dragon Zord. I don't know if y'all are Power Rangers fans or not, but my life wouldn't be the same without a little dagger that made flute noises sounding like a synth that rose a dragon out of the water and then you jump in it. Like, how can you beat that? That's Tommy, man. That's my boy.
Became the White Ranger in the
That's
film.
right.
He was super tight when he was evil. I understand him leading that bitch Rita, because whatever, she's ugly. I understand. But no, like, White Ranger was fine, but no, Green Ranger all the way.
Green Ranger.
Yeah. Dragon Zord, short answer.
Dragons. Final answer. No lifelines.
How about you, Matt?
I would like to say like a fucking lion, but I am a Leo, so I always kind of associate myself with lions.
Worst of the
but
August birthdays.
It's probably more of like a fucking Ewok or a Tauntaun.
Okay.
Something fantasy based.
Nolan.
Power
Cute and
Rangers.
cuddly, but can murder
At least the
stormtroopers.
Power Rangers were real.
It's just like an animal that you
A grilled cheese sandwich.
that you feel connection with, or
Like,
I don't
like
really
it's like someone
Yeah,
asked
it's-
you, what's your spirit
What do you
animal?
feel like? When you walk into a room, or what do you vibe?
saying
And you're
like
like,
I don't fucking like carry crystals around with me.
Like rocks.
An animal that
rock
comes
is
If
about
you're an
your
animal,
spirit.
if you're an animal.
I don't really feel a connection to
Charizard.
nature, or especially like mammals. Maybe something cold, like an eel or something.
Or like a lizard.
like
You're
a
more
white
of
racer.
a-
I can see like an iguana being your spirit animal.
Roadkill.
There it
Roadkill.
is.
Dead
Comes in
snake.
many different varieties.
He can
Says a
feel.
lot, says a lot.
He can feel apathy for the roadkill.
Yeah.
Or empathy, which is it?
Both.
Whatever.
What's your favorite? What's y'all's favorite venue to play at?
Magnolia Motor Lounge.
Hands down.
Yeah.
They treat musicians the way they should be.
Where is that?
It's off 7th Street. What's the name of the road? Is it
Morton.
Is it Morton? It's on Morton.
Staff
West
there's really
7th area.
good.
It's right across the
friendly.
street from the beloved Varsity Tavern.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
right in
yeah,
this
yeah,
like
yeah.
area that's like a total pit as
Yeah.
far as like
It's
It's like a little
moral
I
integrity.
mean, if I was a
Yeah,
chick
that
and I wanted
place
to
in
get date
Fred's.
raped, I mean, I'd go
Go to.
yeah, one of those two places
Yeah,
in
yeah.
there. Yeah.
It is
is
that
like
place is awesome.
yeah, not the biggest place, but
I'm sure it packs out though.
Yeah,
That place is
very
always
nice.
popping around there.
The last
we do
time
love
we
a small
played
place
there,
that packs out.
That's it's the intimate vibe, man. It's
the
great.
last time we played there, it was like there was a 50th high school anniversary reunion.
Pascal.
One
Yeah,
time, yeah. Class of 1968.
And they were partying.
Yeah, and they fucking loved Vodeo.
We got the old balls shaking. Them balls was shaking.
The few that could stay out past 10 o'clock, they were digging it.
We actually played some Richie Valens that night too. I saw some titties that were like this long.
It's long.
That's hilarious.
They really were though.
They really
They're flopping.
There's no bullshit about that.
What is y'all's? What are y'all's pet peeves as musicians? Your journey unique to everyone else's. What do you run into and you're just like, I fucking hate this.
So that's a can of worms to open with.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Without
ways to
specifically
begin.
pointing
Okay,
out local
Well,
musicians.
I mean, yeah. Well, for me, it's when I see groups that are all flash and no bang. Like somebody has like a good social media presence and a good way of like selling themselves, which is definitely needed in 2018 and of all time.
Yeah.
But when you go to the show and it's less than superb, then it's kind of that's really disappointing, and I think that's a pet peeve. I mean, we kind of downplay like a lot of stuff. Because we're just like having fun.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like.
Man, that's really is how
I mean,
some
that's
people
a
need it.
broad stroke of a pet peeve, but like, I get kind of.
Yeah.
It's
There's
like
definitely
20.
a
It's
few-
not sincere. It's not
Yeah.
sincere. Like sincerity. I guess that's a pet peeve of mine. Sincerity, and any kind of sense of the form. You know, like, somebody just putting on an act. You know, like I
Like,
got
just
this.
be a model.
I got
like,
this
just
cool
do
hat.
that if that's what you.
I got this cool
if you're
hat,
about your
you know?
Instagram likes.
Right,
just
yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
Wear your cool outfits and just be a model.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't
Everyone's
put
got
out your
their
bullshit
persona.
music and fucking try to get people to,
Yeah. Subscribe. To
give you credit for it.
Does anybody else? I mean, like, the way that you roll cables. I mean, because I just wad those motherfuckers.
That does bother me.
That drives me fucking nuts.
I have
I
to wad
wad them up. I don't
cables.
give a fuck. I'm
Yeah, I
just
can't
like,
do
I'm
You just do the
hoping
elbow.
somebody says shit. I want somebody to say shit. I leave little traps for people to say some shit. Hey man, why don't you fucking learn how to run with it? Man, fuck you. I'm glad you wasted your breath talking to me because I win.
Yeah.
Jake
Sometimes
is
you're
my
a
biggest
rush.
I have a drummer thing. I have a drummer thing.
Okay.
I can't fucking stand it when like a drummer, like the opening band or the band, whatever, they get done with their set and the drummer starts tearing down his gear on stage.
Oh no.
Get it
Yeah,
off the
yeah,
stage first, then
Yeah.
fucking tear it
Like I
down.
said,
Guys
start-
that just
start talking
breaking
to
down their
people
cymbal
and not
stands
get your
and
shit off stage.
like, dude, there's another band that has to play.
Yeah,
They don't have like a
Definitely.
45-minute, time between bands. Get the fuck off the stage.
What's worse is when like they take a long time and then they do that. Like
Yeah.
they kind of cut into your time and they take.
They
their
go
time
to like
breaking
talk to
down.
people and like their
yeah.
gear's still up
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Then they start tearing. It's like, oh, I'm gonna
That's the
fucking
worst
kill
is
you.
when they get off and start talking to people. Like, hey, dude, there's 2 or 3 more bands.
That's
after
alright if you're the
you.
last band and there's no one.
Yeah, let's say,
you know,
like,
but yeah, like
closing it
the
out.
And when
first
you
or
know
second
things
band.
are running late and you really just have to play that 12th song instead of
Right.
get
Oh, that's
everybody
another
else up
one
there.
too. Bands that close with their longest song.
Yeah.
I'm over that fucking bit. I was in bands that did that bit too. I'm guilty. I've been guilty of that in the past, but now it fucking annoys me. They're like, "Oh, we got one left," and it's their 14-minute song. It's just one song. You said one.
And they look at each
Fuck
other.
that.
We'll show these motherfuckers.
Yeah. They said one left. Here's our 9-minute opus.
We kicked them.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, been guilty of that, but grew out of that one.
Yeah, you live and you learn, man.
Yeah, I don't like to
Just-
overstay my time on stage anymore and
You
piss
gotta
off
give 'em a
people.
tease.
Oh, there's,
Pissing off people was fun when I was 22.
there's also when certain bands win like 8 awards and then only 4 people show up to their shows. That gets a little annoying.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's about. Yeah.
That's a
Feels
lot of,
like, yeah.
That's a lot of flash and no bang. Right
Oh,
there.
Yeah.
right.
I mean the Hendersons, of course. Nolan is in frontman
yeah.
for the Hendersons.
Oh yeah, we need to plug Hendersons too.
And we also need to plug Matt
yeah.
Tedder and Dorinda Light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our boys
These guys
play.
play. These guys play. In these
We do
things.
nothing else but this.
Yeah,
they're,
me and
they're
John,
adventure
this
boys.
is our thing, but they're in some really good acts.
Nick's the front man for Dorinda Light, a great rock and roll band in town.
They're about to put out a new record.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
August 25th.
They're real heavy, awesome, melodic, fucking kick-ass music.
That was
That's
a
what I would
great
call it.
ride.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
Do you work for the Fall
I used to, yeah.
Soaring harmony.
I work for them occasionally.
Matthew plays drums in the Matt Tedder trio. I hear they're trying to come up with a band name, so.
Yeah, we haven't finished that part yet.
But Matt Tedder's a little sick child guitar prodigy of the blues and can do things with the slide that
Yeah, he's
Should be illegal.
I could try for the rest of my life and I wouldn't even be able to do
Generally,
touch.
generally blues guitar doesn't really hit me like too much. I've just seen it enough, you know.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, you know.
Jake thinks Matt Tedder sucks.
No.
He's saying that Matt Tedder is something special.
Yeah, Matt Tedder's,
Which he
Matt
is.
Tedder's something special. He's a little boy. I just like.
He's
to hold
22
him.
years old.
I cradle him, man. I cradle him every time I get the chance.
Yeah, I just want to hold him.
I put my
Great.
finger in his butt.
Yeah, he does the swat.
He puts his finger in everyone's.
signature.
And Nolan is the brains behind the operation that is known as the Hendersons, which is my favorite band out of Fort
Yeah,
Worth.
yeah, they're brilliant. I mean, they're like,
They're
especially that
brilliant
one
group.
song, Joe and his Big Black Volvo. I like that one.
Disclaimer.
They're like the Hendersons are like,
Inside joke, man.
There's lots of Hendersons on Spotify, so be careful what you
Yeah,
fiddling around with.
they're like finding a coloring book that's already been done. So like you're upset, But then you see how well it was fucking done. You're like, damn, I couldn't even have done this as good as...
That's a really good description.
Who did this?
Yeah, they are the best band.
The outlines.
I think so.
All within the
I
lines.
agree, man.
By far.
It's very like,
Nolan, I'm getting you an ice cream cone.
it draws from a lot of places. Like it's very Kinks at times. It's very Beach Boys beatly at times, and there's a lot of his classical music
Don't forget
influence
the
in
Kinks.
it too.
I
said
Nolan
the
loves
Kinks.
him too. Oh, I missed it. I wasn't listening to Matt.
That's
My bad.
Kinks,
Yeah,
man.
but there's a lot of his classical influence and the arrangements. And the arrangements are crazy on a lot of their stuff. It's really cool for sure.
Musical genius.
He gets confused for Paul McCartney quite often. Mostly at the house, though, when he's walking around in his
Paul
boxers. I'm
McCartney's
like, oh
just a
shit,
fat
Paul's...
burnout.
Paul, what are you doing, Paul? What are you doing? Well, what about y'all in general? Y'all have any upcoming shows y'all want to plug in? Websites, music, where we can find it?
What's your plan for this year?
tours?
Good question.
Doing the same.
We're gonna keep on
keep
doing the same thing.
recording jams, putting them out.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna do that.
That's
Trying to
that's been
accelerate
fun.
the recording a
Yes.
little bit
Mhm.
once we get more into the home recording stuff.
We're gonna play a lot of footsie this year.
Tanner, we gotta get a close up on
Good
this
to
right
see
here.
that on
Yeah,
stage.
busted ass Old Navy shoes.
My $8 Tony Llamas.
Tony Lama.
Next show
Hey, Bucks,
is
go on,
August
baby.
4th at pre-mentioned Magnolia Motor Lounge with local favorites Picnic Lightning.
Very nice.
That'll be fun.
That's
Yep.
a cool name. I
Those are
like
good
that.
dudes.
they're good guys.
Flight and shout out.
I'm gonna eat me a pulled pork sandwich before the show.
Wait, where is it?
Magnolia Motor
I'm gonna get
Lounge.
drunk as shit.
Mongolia Murder
I'm gonna
Lounge.
get a
Shit.
foot-long corn dog.
I'm gonna eat me a corny dog.
Yeah, me too.
Magnolia Motor.
Yeah, like damn, let's go right now. Sounds good.
Thank you guys for coming out.
Yeah, most
Vodeo on social media, right? Instagram, Facebook.
Yep.
Do you have Vodeo.com?
Vodeo Music,
No, we
I think,
don't.
on
Don't
Instagram,
tell
right?
Vodeo.com.
Vodeo.com.
We're waiting on someone,
That's
Tom.
some Indian porn or something.
Yeah, you find some Indian porn.
Another plug. Tom.
It's
Yeah,
that.
Vodeo Music, I think, on Instagram.
Yeah.
Vodeo on Spotify.
So if anyone wants to purchase that URL and squat on it,
Somebody's already squatting on it.
Somebody is,
Someone's
yeah.
already squatting on
Yeah,
them?
It's a
some French
candle
company.
factory of some sort.
It's some French company.
Yeah. They make
We
candles.
should partner up.
Dildo
We need
candles.
candles.
We
at
do
our
need
show.
candles.
Pocket
We should
pussy
play by
candles.
candlelight.
Yes. Oh, my pocket pussy is wore out.
Thank you guys for coming out. You're gonna play some tunes for us. Playing on Pocket Pussy.
I thought it was,
Can't
I
wait
thought
to
it was a
hear.
pocket butthole, dude.
Whatever, dude.
That's it.
yes. All right.